Following the public outcry and reactions of some Nigerians in diaspora who alleged or who have reasonable evidence to prove that they were duped by a top real estate mogul. So today's video is going to be a reaction to some of these accusations, and I will also be talking extensively about costly investment mistakes that were made by the first generations of real estate developers in the Ibeju Lekki axis. So if you have invested in the Ibeju Lekki or you are planning to invest in the Ibeju Lekki, this particular video is going to be an eye-opener, and trust me, you don't want to miss any part of the video. Do well to subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification bell so that when I drop educative and insightful videos like this, you won't be missing out on any of them. I will see you immediately after this short timeout. Stay tuned. I was equally surprised when the news of this particular real estate developer broke the internet. I was equally shocked when I saw several reactions of people who claim to have evidences of past transactions payments to this particular real estate developer. And I was also surprised as well that these people, according to them, have not gotten the properties they paid for. So on today's episode, our emphasis will be on the costly investment mistakes that many of these developers have made, and what real estate investors, or important lessons that real estate investors should pick from these unfortunate circumstances going forward as you are investing in Lagos. In case you're coming across this video, a lot of people have been following us, and 60% of our viewers have not subscribed. You know that if you don't subscribe, we won't be able to reach more people, and diasporans and Nigerians like you will keep falling into unfortunate circumstances if valuable informations like this don't get to reach them as at the time it's supposed to. So please encourage us, okay, by subscribing to this channel and turning on the notification bell. So what exactly are the costly mistakes that the first generation of real estate developers have made, and what are the important lessons that real estate investors need to make? Now, let me also further state that this video is not a justification to some of these fraudulent activities that have been parading this industry, but it is an eye-opener for real estate investors to understand that sometimes when situations like this happen, it may be due to circumstances that obviously may be beyond the control of the real estate development company. Now, what is happening presently can be described as a situation of a turntable. Turntable in the sense that where this situation will still go around. Today we are talking about this particular developer. I can assure you that some other real estate development companies will also be called out as well, because there are a lot of people who are perpetuating this art, and we really need to start speaking up so that the right thing can be done. So what exactly are those costly mistakes? Number one, many people underestimated the economic importance of the ongoing coastal road. Many of them, it did not occur to them that the economic importance that was projected was going to have a devastating effect. Now, let me quickly explain what I meant by that. Initially, the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road was actually planned on a different road alignment. And because of the fact that, according to the Minister of Works in the person of Engineer David Umai, he said, having calculating the drastic number of demolitions that will be done, they decided to change that road alignment from its original plan to where it is being done today. Now, the changing of the road alignment for the present Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road spelled doomed for a lot of real estate investors and developers. And what exactly do I mean by that? Following these adjustments to the road alignment of this Lagos Calabar Coastal Road, 70% of the roads in the Igondo Orudu, the Eleko, the Museyo, the Iberekodo, the La Campagne Tropicana, as well as the Folu Ise, were affected by this construction. Now, like I said, many real estate investors did not know, or many real estate developers did not know that there was going to be a change. If they were aware that there was going to be a change, I'm so certain that many wouldn't have bought properties and sold to the people who are largely affected by this Lagos Calabar Coastal Road. Like I said at the commencement of this video is not a justification of the wrongdoings, but basically it is an enlightenment for you to know that in as much as fact that government policies are mostly unpredictable, these are some of the reasons why larger percent of some of the estates that were sold to you, were affected. And this is why today most of those real estate companies don't have land to give you. Like in situations of people who have sold in 2018, who have sold in 2019, who probably may not even have account of the money they realize from that sales, will find it extremely difficult to adequately compensate you or reallocate you to places where that may not be affected by this ongoing construction of the Lagos Calabar Coastal Road. So the Lagos Calabar Coastal Road changed the trajectory of real estate investment of the Ibeju Lekki, and that is why today many companies are finding it extremely difficult to even cope or solve the impending problem of what? Reallocating or refunding people who they have sold to. The second costly error that was also made by the first generation of real estate investors and developers, that sold and bought Ibeju Lekki in the 2019, 2018, and of course the 2020 session of the year, was that many real estate developers bought lands that were not properly documented. Now, despite the fact that the ongoing construction of the Lagos Calabar Coastal Road that it affected a whole lot of people, let me also inform you that real estate investors and real estate developers who have well-documented properties, titled properties that were affected by this construction, have been adequately compensated. Some have been compensated by being given another place, while those... Now, the problem basically is that one of the reasons why we have fraudulent cases of land sales, property sales in the Ibeju Lekki axis were that people bought and they did not perfect their title. So when the construction of this road was going on, it was extremely easy for government to take that land and do whatever they want to do. So the reason is that many people bought and they squandered the money on frivolities, and that is why today many of them cannot account for what they did with the money they realized from the sales. It was quite unfortunate that a particular real estate development company has over 10 estates in this same area, and all the 10 estates were affected by this Lagos Calabar Coastal Road. And if you have been following our videos, I've said it before that it is not always advisable for you to pitch all your investment with one real estate company, because when circumstances like this happen, it will be result to a total and catastrophic loss, which can be avoided if you choose to spread your investment. So, not adequately documenting the property. There were properties that sold as Excision in process even before I wrote WAEC. Until today, those properties still have Excision in process. Now, many of these first generation of real estate developers sold without having intention of doing a proper documentation. And this is one of the major reasons why a lot of people are losing their choice properties in the Ibeju Lekki axis. So many of them bought and sold without doing a proper documentation. And this is another costly mistakes that were made by real estate investors and developers that bought and sold the Ibeju Lekki corridor. Now, going forward, how can I avoid unpleasant circumstances like this? Or what must I do to ensure that some of these unfortunate circumstances does not happen to me in the future? Now, today, every one of us is talking about the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road. Let me inform every real estate investor that is watching this video that the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road is one out of several projects that will be coming to the Ibeju Lekki axis. There's also a plan of a regional road that is also going to connect Eleko, the Berekodo axis, down to the refinery. There's also going to be a rail construction that will also be coming from the Marina axis down from connecting Admiralty, connecting Aja, all the way to Ekpe, Lagos. Now, if you don't want a situation of what happened in the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road, going forward, if you must invest in Ibeju Lekki, it is very essential that you work with a real estate consultant firm who can help you do a due diligence check. Now, a lot of people have said, in as much as fact that the property has a C of O, it is fine. Yes, if a property has a C of O, it is fine. But what about a situation whereby the developer may not be aware that the property is selling is on a right of way? And if there is any property that is on the right of way that may have a C of O, regardless of what government has given you, they will take it from you. So going forward, what you must do as a real estate investor, as you are going to be investing in Ibeju Lekki axis, is that you work with a professional that have the following people in their team. The first one is a registered surveyor who can help you verify the title. The second person is a town planner and people who can help you, do a thorough due diligence. And the third person that you must also work with, or a real estate consultant you must also work with going forward, is a real estate company that has a lawyer that can study the terms and agreement of that sales, so that when circumstances like this happen, you will not be in the categories of people who will be coming to Facebook, who will be coming online to be making complaints. Because you see, some of these circumstances are avoidable errors that real estate investors can be well aware of and they can avoid. It's because of the fact that many people don't have access to some of these informations that we are sharing. There was a particular scenario of a property that I went to investigate for a diaspora that wanted to buy. I was even the one that recommended this property. Upon carrying out our own due diligence, we found out that the regional road construction that will be going on will affect 60% of this property. Surprisingly, this said property is almost sold out. So it is quite unfortunate that real estate investors are buying properties without understanding how all these infrastructures will affect their real estate investors in their real estate investments. And these are the most important thing that you must do. And this is why you need to subscribe to this channel. This is why you need to share this video, because valuable informations like this will guide your investment. And when your loved ones get to see this, they will not be falling into some circumstances that can be easily avoided if they have informations like these that we are sharing. So for the Ibeju Lekki axis, it's going to be a regional road construction. We're going to have rail construction. The international airport is going to be there. There are places that government have marked for themselves. There are places that will be sold to the Chinese and other foreign companies. So when you are buying, it is very important that you work with a professional who is fully aware of all these plans, all this construction, who can guide you on where to buy. And so that in the future, you will not be having similar situations like this. So I'll also be going to be doing a video on understanding important setbacks and boundaries if you are buying in Ibeju Lekki. That's why, and of course, in this video, I'm going to be talking about the right of way, different kind of right of way, what a government allocation is, the purpose of a C of O, the purpose of every other thing. This is why you want to subscribe to King's Court TV, because you see, valuable informations are coming your way. Until I come your way in another educative, insightful, and of course, insightful and beautiful episode of Property Matters. Thank you for staying tuned. In case you want to do any form of profitable, safe real estate, whether on the island or the mainland, you can give us a call. The website is www.kingscourtproperty.com. See you in my next video. Bye for now.